Hey there, let's talk about something that frustrates everybody. And why is it that creating new habits is so challenging? Well, you try to change, you start strong, and then it fades. Most people think it's a discipline problem. It's not. It's a brain wiring problem. And once you understand this, everything changes. There's a process in your brain called myelination. And that is the process of insulating a new neural pathway and making that neural pathway go from dial-up to broadband. But it doesn't just get insulated magically, it gets insulated through repetition and effort. This is how high performers create massive, fantastic results. Here's how it works. So every time you repeat a behavior, you do it with intensity, you see, hear, feel yourself in that new behavior with a lot of really good feelings. You do have to stretch, not to the point of trauma, but definitely to the point of effort. Then your neurons wire together and fire together. And this pathway then starts to get insulated as you reuse it. This is why the repetition matters so much. And it becomes stronger and faster and more of a default behavior. Heavily myelinated pathways become up to 3 times faster. That's a new default behavior. What does this mean? Your brain starts choosing this new behavior over your other behaviors. So you don't have to get rid of a bunch of behaviors. You just want to add more behaviors that feel better and that get you the result you want. And if you focus on those and do them consistently with intensity and with really powerful good feelings and taking yourself all the way in, you're going to wire a new neural pathway and fire those neurons powerfully together. A habit is not something that your brain just performs. A habit is something that becomes a default neural pathway, and you can choose the new habits you want to create. But you've got to do repetition at least 5 times a day, every day, ideally when you're in those tender times, like when you first wake up, right before you fall asleep, and then maybe at meal times during the day. Because repetition signals to your brain, this is important, this matters. Pay attention, do more of this. You've probably heard of professional athletes and how they imagine the sports events in their head and how they step powerfully into that event before it occurs, but they walk through it in their brain. That's what they're doing. They're doing myelination. They're forging new neural pathways to give them more of a competitive edge. So pick one new behavior, just one. Doesn't have to be a big deal. Something like pausing before speaking. Something like listening really deeply. Something like staying calm under pressure. And then practice it. Recall a powerful memory when you had this experience, because your body remembers it. And see, feel, hear yourself in that memory. Do it 5 times a day. Do it for at least 5 days. Just a few minutes each time. It's about intensity and it's about repetition. And what you're doing is telling your brain, this is the new default behavior. This is a behavior that matters. This is how you build momentum. This is how you build a new default. And the real question is, what behavior do I want to become a default behavior? What behavior do I want to become automatic? Start there. Let your brain do what it's designed to do.